It hurts. Welcome to 6 Days of Sacrifice, the final of the Chzo mythos. And as Loco C was asking, six sacrifices in 6 days? Or a sacrifice until the 6th day? I go with Nerdell's option. It's a sacrifice on the 6th day. It's a countdown. It's 6 days to a sacrifice. Also, there's more souls to fuel stuff with the other one. But Chzo doesn't want souls. He wants pain. He wants pain. He wants it to hurt. He wants it to hurt so bad. Clearly, you're just repeatedly sacrificed over the course of 6 days, only kept alive by the eldritch being consuming your soul to prolong the torment. See, Rain's got it. Why not a sacrifice every day? Because Chzo's on a diet. That's why. 6 days of sacrifice. We're gonna find out everything about Chzo now. Because this is the last game in the Chzo mythos that Trilby has made. You feel like targeting a game? OBS, do you feel like targeting the window? Hold on a sec. We have targeting errors. Okay, game doesn't want to target it, so we're going to have to target it with window. There we go. I guess he changed the engine between Trilby's notes and now. Yeah, this came after Trilby's notes. Also, there was a series of games that came between Trilby's notes and this one that was called the Countdown series. That gave you some little short stories about Chzo and the dude that started the agonies and all that. But this is the real end. The real end. No commentary. No outtakes either, which is kind of sad. Yesterday I saw the body of the bridgekeeper engulfed in flame, and I saw the bridge created by 1/3. Tomorrow I saw the soul of the bridgekeeper reduced to ash, and I saw the bridge created by 2/3. Today the mind of the bridgekeeper shall meet its destiny, and I shall see the bridge extend between the realms. And the many children of the king shall leap and dance and sing his praise in his name, for great is his wisdom and his benevolence. The Book of the Bridge. I should have done this the moment you came into this world, demon child. It's 5 days a stranger. May God forgive me for having no part in your creation. Why did you kill me, brother? I helped you when you were injured. I bandaged you when your father made his mistake. Made no mistake, young one. Do you see why I tried to keep you away from this creature? It has no understanding of human ways. Well, meanwhile, Jonathan's just standing to the right. He's just, like, thinking about stuff. Trilby really wanted them to be synchronized, but that didn't happen like that. What are you doing, Father? Father, no! Father! Father! Trilby also hated how John collapsed, so he put in this blur effect. Blarg! I'm just gonna throw this doll. See you later, doll. There are no mistakes, only happy accidents. Oops, I just dropped this idol into the engine. Oh no. The body and the soul are gone. Only the mind is left. Conveniently, 196 between each other. Welcome to Optimology. It's another point and click kind of game. Trilby's Notes is the odd one out with the keyboard and text based. This one's very much 7 Days a Stranger like, or 7 Days a Skeptic like. Some women's magazine put there to help visitors pass the time, I guess. You could sit on the sofa. Doesn't look like it's ever been used. Some kind of pamphlet on ophthalmology. That's the religion whose headquarters I am currently standing in. Thanks for telling us. Maybe we should take a pamphlet and join their religion. I'll add it to my journal. Trilby's Notes, people said there should be a journal that we could look up our old stuff with. Now there's a journal option. Life becoming a struggle? Need a guiding hand? Want to be part of the world's fastest growing family? Ophthalmology is a religion catered for you! Taking the best parts of all previous religions to make a great new way of thinking. Join Ophthalmology today! You know what they're trying to reference here, right? This is around the time Scientology was getting started. Turned into plasma by the exhaust. Are you Mr. Garriott? Get out of my way, you fool. Mr. Garriott, I'm from the City Council. What? My name's DeCabe. I phoned you a week ago. About running an inspection of your facilities. Ah, yes, I remember. The council has been informed you may be extending your premises without planning permission. I just need to take a look around and make sure you aren't. Is it completely necessary? Just a precaution, entirely routine. Could you come back another time? Well, actually, no. Something about schedules. Is there a problem? No, not at all. Why don't I take you up to the elevator so you could tour the building? I'd be obliged. Also, I'm thinking about joining your religion. Where's that? Well, DeCabe is dead. I really gotta waste a cool-sounding word on something so dumb. Ophthalmology is pretty dumb, yes. Day 1, July 24th, 2189. We've already sacrificed a nerd. I told you I have no idea who he is. Then why should you care? I'm a doctor, for God's sakes, Jim! That seems terribly convenient. Trilby! You would find to get him down here without smashing him to pieces? A broken neck is not something I call convenient. Don't think me a fool. He arrives now, of all times, and you insist it's a coincidence. What else could it be? He's awake. Can you hear me? Do you know your name? Can you tell me your name? DeCabe. Theodore DeCabe. My name's Samantha Harty. I heard that name before. How much do you remember? Hey. Stop talking to him. I don't want either of you saying another word till my employer gets here. Trilby, you changed. You're so rude. This man is seriously injured. He has to be returned to the surface and taken to a properly equipped hospital. Where are we? I will not tell you again. No one leaves, no one breathes a word until the employer tells me what is to be done. God damn you. Too late! I'm already a villain. That's eye science, right? Ophthalmology? Yes. So we're not in great shape. We are Theo DeCabe, nerd from the government. We don't have any special powers like Trilby. And we fell down an elevator shaft. Oi, someone's seriously banging on that door. Seems like something is banging on the door from the other side. And here's Samantha Hardy. Yes, she is a descendant of Philip Hardy. Somehow he got it on before he got killed by John Defoe. She's a science lady. Science lady. That would violate her personal space somewhat. Okay. Psst. Employer? She points at me and then mimes cutting her throat meaningfully. Oh boy. I don't think he's a nice guy. What about Trilby? She shrugs and shakes her head, indicating she doesn't think she could reason with or defeat the man. What about the door there? Fix it. Fix it, fix it. She shrugs. Okay. Can that console do something for me? She shakes her head and mouths the word password. Ah. Maybe there's one on that desk, so it looks like somebody was trying to burn something important. Let's get away from there. Mouth the word, why is Trilby such a dick? Privacy screen? She has no idea. Okay, there's a privacy screen here. And she doesn't know the password. A tall and athletic man, physically in his early 30s, wearing absurdly old-fashioned clothes. That's Trilby. Can someone survive falling down an elevator? Maybe. You'll be in the condition this guy's in. You won't be walking around, certainly, because we can't take this. Can we talk to the guard, then? Please. Quiet. I order you to be quiet! Who are you? Okay, he's gonna answer that for all of them, except... What's the matter now? His condition may be degrading. The facilities here are very understocked. Move aside, I'm going to check him. Maybe Trilby knows cure wounds. Yoink, I'm a thief too. I take a slip of paper from his pocket when he leans over. He doesn't seem to notice. Some thief! This isn't my Trilby. This is not my Trilby. This is Yahtzee messing with the fans that really wanted to play as Trilby. And he's like, okay, Trilby's here, and now he's a jerk. Only need 1 HP difference to stabilize a patient. Well, I got this piece of paper here. It's got some numbers on it. Is this password? I palm the note to Samantha. She glances at it, nods in understanding, and pockets it. So, I want you to go to the console with the password. So that's the privacy screen. Okay. We'll go back to the door then. Open it. Cabadath! You. I remember you. Oh no! Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Don't look. What's going on? Don't look. Oh, Trilby's a jerk and now he's dead. Looks like we're loose again. Can you walk? Just about. It hurts a lot. How much do you remember? Look, I'm just a council inspector. I was sent here to run an inspection on the building. Some lunatic upstairs pushed me down this elevator shaft and I woke up here. Can you please explain to me what the hell is going on? You fell to the very bottom of the shaft. You're now in an underground laboratory complex. Hello, Umbrella! What do the ophthalmologists need it for? Ophthalmology is a front. Money-making, crowd-pleasing facade to disguise the true organization. Which is? A cult. They call themselves the Order of Blessed Agonies. Bunch of masochistic freaks who worship some kind of mad death god. Pain god. And why do they have a laboratory complex? You mind if I ask? Why were you sent to inspect the building? The police told us they received a tip that the cultists were building something. Since they didn't have any planning permission, I had to see if there's any truth to it. Talk about character assassination, huh? Yep, we assassinated him good. This complex isn't documented in any of our records of the site. I think you better talk to Janine. I have a feeling you're the person she's been waiting for. Who? The other prisoner. She and I were being held captive down here by one of the cultists. You mean the man who was guarding us? Where did he go, anyway? Oh, don't mind the blood stain on the door. The man that has just a mercenary, I think, hired to guard the place. Our captor is still around here somewhere. Jenny and I just escaped from our cell this morning. How convenient. Yahtzee was saying that he wanted an everyman character that was just in the wrong place at the wrong time and had no purpose of being there otherwise. You got to call the police! No can do until we get to the surface. Something's blocking our communications. Yeah, like John Defoe. He likes to do that. 3 of us against 1 man. We should be able to negotiate our way out. Janine's supposed to be handing us some weapons. Find her. In my condition? I apologize for placing a burden to you in your current state, but I have urgent matters to see to. Like what? Dr. Heidi, what happened to the guard? Who was behind the door? Why didn't you let me see? Find Janine. One of the cultists is our hostage. I'll be able to answer all your questions. She's holding secrets. So, we're in the cave, and we are badly injured. We could barely walk. We got a cast, I guess that's a boot on his left foot. Also, Yahtzee had to make a brand new walking animation, because he usually just flipped a sprite. But you can't do that with this model, can you? Nothing in here that looks like a Janine. But we're in the thick of it. This is the headquarters. This is the headquarters of the Order of Blessed Agonies. They've been doing things down here. We'll be in these rooms eventually. That looks like a Janine. Wait, I can't walk very well. Help me. Why vampires are all wealthy. Because you can't amass a fortune in 300 years, you might as well go walk in the sun. I've seen that meme many times. But it's funny. It's like the Staten Island vampires. They're failures. My name's DeCabe. Are you Janine? You're not one of the cultists? No. One of them apparently dropped me down an elevator shaft. Dr. Hardy told me to find you. So you met Sam already. You were being held captive, her and me, for the last week or so. You're only able to get out of the cell this morning. She mentioned that. She said she would have found some weapons. Oh, sure. Here, have some guns. We came from outside. Are they sending someone to help us? I would know. But they must have gotten my message. We have to take these guns to Dr. Hardy. Maybe then we could get out of here. I'll wait here. Why? Please just... don't make me go out there. I couldn't face seeing him again. Who? The cultist? No. Anyway, you better get going. Okay. Sorry I couldn't be more help. You got guns. You got guns. By the way, we have guns. I never held a gun in my life. They feel heavy and unpleasant. That's guns. It says so. Some assembly required, Samantha. Ah, excellent. Now we certainly have the upper hand. The cultist is just through this door. All we have to do is secure him in a holding cell and we can negotiate a release. Will Janine be joining us? No. She said she was too afraid. Afraid? Odd. Well, anyway, we'll both take a gun. Even a man with 2 limbs out of commission could fire a gun. Not very well. I never held a gun before. Turn around slowly, Canning. No sudden movements. Hati. Is this how our employment ends? With betrayal. Employment? Shut up. If there any betrayal here, it was when you lunatics locked me up. You had no choice, Hati. You refused to listen to reason. I said shut up. Take it to the cell. Well, that was easy. This game's gonna be over in an instant. Uh-oh. Wait a second. Stop right there. If you point a gun at me, I will fire. Damn you. Never understood, did you, Hati? There's no point in resisting us. Why is Trilby back? We have God on our side. And anime. Take them to the holding cell. I will. Thanks, monk. I am the caretaker. I am the guide. They are only unconscious and they'll awaken soon. Go to the sleeping quarters and seal yourself in. It's not wise to roam this place at night. Who are you? A friend. Now go. Thanks, monk. He used flurry of blows. Sorry, Janine. They overpowered us. Then a monk dude showed up. Can't take much more of this. I thought they were gonna send help. Seems they did. Why don't you tell Janine the same things you told me, Mr. DeCabe? I'm a council planning inspector. Someone tipped us off that the cults are building something. They sent me to see if that was true. You see, Janine, your call was answered. You sent a tip? A council planning inspector. It's almost laughable. There's no way we're getting out of here. Yes, there is. We're just gonna overpower Canning and make him escort us out. Excuse me. You tried that and it didn't work. We have to just keep trying. Would you please listen? I beg your pardon. I fell down an elevator shaft this morning. I'm tired, I'm in pain, I don't know where I am. And all you've done is boss me around and evade my questions. I want to know who the hell you people are and what the hell is going on. Understandably, he's upset. I apologize, Mr. DeCabe. There's no need to shout. Perhaps there is time to fill you in now. Sorry. Where should we start? I got questions for all these people, but Lucky Star said, sorry, our sprites can only turn at one speed. Sudden. That Yahtzee. Yahtzee made this game himself, except for the music. They are hearing a little bit in the background. That was made by a guy named Mods. What is this place? You're in a small laboratory complex under the Optimology building. And as I've already said, it's a front for the Order of Blessed Agonies. The complex is laid out in a large circular chamber they call the Hub. It definitely got something important in there. Neither of us been inside. What is the Order of Blessed Agonies? Yahtzee said he doesn't like the plot dumps either, but they're necessary for people that skip around. From what I've seen, they're very creative in the ways they inflict it upon each other. They worship some mad demon god called Chzo or something. I never even heard of them. I heard of Optimology with all the celebrities that are members. See, Scientology. Optimology is just a moneymaker. It funds the true organization, the Order. They hide behind the acceptable front to keep themselves secret. Saying you want to hurt people to purify them causes a lot of concern for the authorities. I'd say. Where are the cultists now? You know, no. They used to be all over the place. They started drifting away soon after they finished construction of the facility. Canning and the Hat Man are the only ones left as far as we know. It's like they intend to abandon the place with us inside. A sacrifice. In 6 days, perhaps? Who are you? I'm Dr. Samantha Hardy. I'm a scientist. I'd tell you what kind, but I fear it would go over your head. Oh, so snarky. My name's Janine Orzakowski. Orzakowski. Mainly celebrity gossip stuff. Oh, okay, so you're from TMZ. How did you get here? I was looking around the Optimology headquarters. I wanted to do a feature on them for a magazine since so many celebrities have joined. I was just having a little snoop about when I discovered the place and some weed. Snoop Dogg smoking weed. Did you know? It was a great reference. Sound was already there. I was doing a little contract work for the Order here in the labs. Turns out they really don't want anyone to know about the stuff they've been doing here. What kind of stuff? I prefer not to say. She won't tell me either. Ah, so you don't want to betray your confident confidentiality, huh? They threw you in a cell! That's not it. It's just that it was work I'm not proud of, which is probably reflect poorly on me once this is all over. I'd rather take steps to ensure it doesn't get out now rather than regret it later. And Dracula, he also smokes the weed. Yes! Aha! Yes, we know you escaped from the cell. Why are we being held here? Most likely to protect a secret. But if that was all, why haven't they just killed us? Maybe they need us for something. I like the sound of that. I think only the cultists could answer your question fully. What about Canning? Is he the leader of the cult? Oh god, no. Before the others evacuated, he answered to a guy named Garriott. Even seemed to be a subordinate to someone they called a prince. I don't think I ever seen him. Canning's just some low-level acolyte, ordered to make sure we don't escape. Personally, I think he's just as much of a prisoner down here as we are. I think they wanted to get rid of him for some reason. Oh, so he's inept. He did give up against the guns pretty quickly. What about the man in the hat? I think it's just some mercenary hired to act as bodyguard. You mean the guy dressed as Trilby? Oh, you know him too, huh? You know Trilby. Dashing gentleman thief. From those old horror movie serials. Did the Foe Man of Murders? Hotel Horror? I watched some Hotel Nightmares. But that's not Trilby. Why would a security guard be dressed up as a cult character? I can't explain it. It's just ridiculous. They say Trilby may have really existed. I've read some newspapers from around the late 20th century. How is that relevant? Never mind. Okay, what about the monk guy? Who's the man in red? I've never seen him before, not until just then. Who's this? A completely bald man in a torn red robe. He helped us get away from Canning and the guard. I never seen anyone like that. Did he come in with you? No, it was just me falling down the elevator shaft. Maybe he did like a monk feather fall. Like a ninja. Now we have to think of a way to... Oh. What? The door's been sealed with a time lock. We won't be able to open it till tomorrow morning. That's awfully convenient. Who could have done that? Canning? Doubt it. The man in red told us not to roam the hallway at night. Presumably he's taken steps to ensure this. For crying out loud! I have to get home! I have to be back at work tomorrow! We're all inconvenienced, Mr. DeCabe. Well, whining like a child isn't gonna help. I know, it's just... I know. We should take this opportunity to rest. We can discuss our escape in the morning now that the plot is out of the way. Maybe it's a Trilby cosplay with the guard. Says Nerdell. July 25th, 2189. Day 2. We have a locker. It won't open. It's almost like something's holding it shut from the inside. That's definitely normal. That's definitely normal. I do have notes in case I get stuck. Hopefully I don't need to go look at them, but I do have like Yahtzee facts on here. From the commentary. But I covered most of them so far. Hello, who are you? Hey, isn't that Baby John? I'm not going to hurt you. Is your mother around? Or your father? Father? My God, your eyes! What happened to your eyes? What happened to your face? What happened to my face? The nightmares have begun. Ah, good, you're up. We can discuss the plan. Plan? The door has now been unlocked. Our next move is to take Canning hostage. He didn't take our guns. Again? At first he don't succeed. His door is being guarded by the Trilby guard. Now's your task to distract him. Why me? The threat of physical violence must be made to get Canning under control. You obviously cannot make this threat, so it has to be me. All you have to do is lure the guard away from the main corridor. Give me a chance to slip in. To sleep in. How do you know when the coast is clear? Do you have a cell phone? Of course, everybody has a cell phone. Take my number. Oh, we got a lady's number. You should be able to make calls within the complex. Call when you achieved your objective, or if there's more points you wish to discuss. Okay. I'll give you Janine's number too. Oh boy, 2 ladies! I'm sure you'll have many questions for us both. That was just telling us how phones work, but I wanted this book. Twice did the 28th day of the 7th month pass, and the prince gazed with great concern upon the land of technology, as the carving of the slave passed through the hands of great many ignorant men of technology. But the king would not let him take his vengeance. For he said, the guide seeks the carving of the slave, and is through this desire he shall fulfill his destiny. It will not be long before the guide learns that his duty has not yet completed, and then he shall do what I have foreseen. And as the king said it, it was so. For the bridge keeper did touch one of the ignorant men, and by their conjoined hands was the thief wife thrown down, and truly did she know the name of the king. I'm guessing that's talking about Simone from the 5 nights of... No, it's not 5 nights. 5 Days a Stranger dying in Trilby's notes. The thief wife. Even though they had no relations whatsoever with each other. And with this act, the guide said, I see you now, Bridgekeeper. I have found you, and I have not forgotten. And he came to the tree which is the prince's soul, for it was there that the carving of the slave had been brought. So it's telling us what happened in Trilby's notes. Do you want to see one of the dumbest safe puzzles in the entire game? I'll show you it once I look at this note. Hello, Janine. Microwaving a burrito? Book of Prayers 2:7. The body is the physical form. It is the sum of what time has made it to be, so it is of the past. The mind is sharp and logical. It concerns itself with the here and now, so it is of the present. The soul is love and hope, and is the dreams of what is to come, so it is of the future. Body, mind, soul, past, present, future. We give thanks for them and all in the name of the king. That's telling us all about that whole thing to summon Chzo. So the cultists actually eat. That's actually reassuring. Hello, Janine. Will you be helping us take Canning hostage? I'm sorry, I can't. I don't think I could face him. Not even Bear being in the same room. She really doesn't like that spooky man. It's like the fear comes out of nowhere. Like a punch in the stomach. So you were the one that sent the tip? Yeah. A week ago I found this place and I sent the tip straight to the police. Minutes later they caught me and threw me in a cell. I was expecting them to send a SWAT team or something. No offense. Real life doesn't work like that. Sending a building inspector was pretty much all that could have been done legally. Couldn't expect the police to storm in, is what I accidentally skipped. I guess you could blame me for you getting this mess. I'm sorry. You weren't the one that pushed me down an elevator shaft. Good point. Who are you so afraid of, Janine? Him! The one who was out there. I don't want to talk about it. Gabadath? What do you make of Dr. Hardy? Probably don't know much more than you do. She was already in the cell when they threw me in there. I asked her many times what kind of work she was doing for the cult. She wouldn't tell me either. If you want to find out more, you're going to have to get it from the horse's mouth. You think it's alright to trust her? She's got no more love for the cult than the rest of us. If she's still secretly working for them, then she's the most convincing actress in the world. Tell me about Trilby. The character? There's a bunch of horror movie serials. And based on a series of novels from the earliest 20th century. Yahtzee, when are you going to write those, by the way? Someone sent me some rare old newspapers and suggests Trilby was a real person. He was a cat burglar, the original master thief. Finally arrested around the mid-1900s. 1990s, sorry. Trilby's not that old. Joined some secret government agency. They encouraged a novelist to fictionalize Trilby so everyone would eventually forget he was ever real. I'll tell you something else. Man gave an arm and a leg to survey this hole. It's still attached. He hasn't sacrificed it yet. You think he could be the same guy? Of course not. He'd be 200 years old by now. The resemblance is really creepy. I've had such a horrible nightmare. Better get used to it. There's something about this place. Something in the air, maybe. I haven't slept well since day one. There's this little kid. And a welding mask. Welding mask? I had those dreams too. How could we both be dreaming about welding masks? Psychic powers? Be serious. Granny always used to say I was a little bit sensitive. Sure. Alright, I've seen Sam. I don't know why I'd be asking her if she saw Sam. Sam is just like right here. Okay, want to see the dumbest locker puzzle in the entire game? You'd think there's some kind of code laying around for you. Amor. Omor. Opor. Oper. Open. John, will you just stay dead for 5 minutes? He doesn't understand minutes. That's how you open that safe. You spell open. There's a key card in it. Yeet. Okay, time to be the bait for a Trilby. Then John was the Trilby. John was the Trilby. There you go. Hee hee hoo hoo, I bet you can't catch me. Ooh, I'm too fast. Woohoo! I'm Sonic. Gotta go fast. Just chase us like a Looney Tunes character? No. Now he's done. Hiding the key in plain sight. The classic gamble. So the Shadowgate rope puzzle. Yeah! What was the puzzle there? It was like rise or rope or something. Oh, my glasses. They must have been left here when I was pulled out of the elevator shaft. So he just had blurry vision this whole time. Oh, puzzle Epor. Yeah, the spell Epor. One of the lenses is smashed, the other's curved out of shape. I'll take the intact one and discard the rest. No, Trilby, you can't catch me. Your pathing is terrible. You can't catch me. Haha. Faster than light. Wait. What the hell is that? Cabadath. Why is he always going after Trilby? The hotel. Oh god, let me out! Oh! Wow! He did. Again. Kinda. Maybe. Dare I go back in there? See and disembowel Trilby? Oh. He's gone. Left behind, no doubt, when the guard was torn up by that tall man. And that corpse over there, if you examine it, it said something about, there's a hole in the back of his head. That corpse was Linkman. Remember when, at the end of Trilby's notes, when the prince had his hand in his head and it was making him a puppet? What the hell was that? Uh-oh. We got some realities crossing here. We got some reality problems. Father! Oh, you know what? I could use my cell phone. Right here. This is how you cell phone. Sam. Yes, Mr. Gabe, go ahead. Tell me about the extent of my injuries. Does it involve hallucinations? Your neck broke on impact. If I'd gotten you into a brace before you regained consciousness, if you tried to move, you'd be dead. Oh, good. You landed on your left side, so your left elbow and humerus are shattered, as well as your left kneecap. So the left side of his body is destroyed. There's also a hairline fracture in your skull. No more, please. I get the picture. Thank you. Hey, you asked. So, a lot of these questions are the same, except I saw some kind of monster. Calm down. What'd you see? He was like a man, but tall and thin, like a stick man. This man is more bandaged than meat. There's blood everywhere. Put yourself together, Mr. DeCabe. But the monster? Whatever you think you saw, it's gone now. You're safe. I wish I could believe you. Well, anyway, I got the guard away from the door. You sure? Excellent. Meet me outside the office door. Oh, hey, there she is. Here she comes. I was right here waiting for you, but I'm going to make another phone call real quick. The police! Oh, right. The same happens if you try to call the office, too. I think I saw the man you're so scared of. Well, yeah. Pretty sure you have. What do you mean? I know you probably wonder what scares me about him, but I'm telling you, he just fills me with panic. No, I don't wonder, I don't. I swear. I saw the Cabanath. I know he's spooky. That isn't how cell phones work. Well, we're deep underground. I think that is how cell phones work. I have a lens. No? Ready? As I'll ever be. Did we invent laser technology yet? I could, enhance a laser beam with my lens. The god's dead. He's dead because of me. You killed him? I led him to a monster. It tore him to shreds. A man died because of my actions. Must not agonize over every little thing. If you did, you'd go insane. You call it little? No, of course not. We're wasting time. Come on. Again, Dr. Hardy. Aren't you tired of this yet? Your pet guard won't be able to help you this time, Canning. We killed him twice. My pet? I would say as much of yours as he is mine, wouldn't you? Oh, what was that? Has she told us about the work she was doing yet, sir? I said shut up! Get moving. No funny business or you get a bullet in the leg to help you along. That won't help me along at all, madam. You do understand that our cult runs on pain. You're completely at our mercy and you're going to tell us exactly what we want to know, understand? First and foremost, how do we call the elevator? You don't. The man in the main corridor could only be called on the upper floor by a high-ranking acolyte, the one in the man corridor, huh? Looks like we'll have to get used to each other, my dear. There's gotta not be another way up. Oh, there is. It's the hub. But you'll never get past the security locks to open the blast doors. We will, because you're going to tell us how. Oh, this is laughable. You're trying so hard to do it like they do in the action movies, aren't you? What are you going to do? Torture me? You really think I, an acolyte of the Order of Blessed Agonies, would be scared of pain? I've done to myself far worse things than you could dream up. So now what? Now we have to open the hub security door. I'm sure we'll figure something out. The man corridor is the infinite corridor's lesser-known brother. So if it's not the backside, it's the upside down, right? Okay, question the cultist. You don't trust her. She saved my life. And yet, you don't trust her. You wonder what she's hiding, do you not? Quiet. You understand so little. I understand this memo just fine. Ensure that the prisoners remain sealed in a holding cell for at least 6 days. After this, it'll no longer matter. Maybe they only just let us out. They didn't escape at all. Do not fail, Canning! This is the last time to redeem yourself for the crime of allowing the Orzechowski woman to escape explore the complex unsupervised. Canning, you're kind of a loser. Looks like you failed, old man. You're loose and you're locked up. I would count your chickens if I were you. There are many more to take my place. Hate to break it to you, but your god's dead. Really? Doesn't that bother you? Should it? Do you even understand the situation? Of course. I don't think you do, though. Why? If you did, you'd know that my guard's condition may not be as permanent as you believe. Can't you see your order has abandoned you? This complex is completely evacuated. The building on the surface is too. Rubbish. This facility was too expensive to simply abandon as soon as the work was complete. My brethren will return. So what's the deal with the scout? The deal? The deal is the Order of Blessed Agonies has existed for centuries. We believe in the true way to purification. Purification through suffering. We practice the blessed agonies of the mind, body, and soul to wash ourselves of sin. And one day? One day what? Nothing. You got some big agenda, haven't you? That's what this is all about. You're going to take over the world? Like some Saturday morning cartoon villain? I said nothing. Why are we being held here? Surely that would be obvious. We were held here to protect the secret that this complex exists. Why didn't you just kill us? I would have done if I received the order to. But I did not. What do you want from us? My superiors know. I expect the Spanish Inquisition. They are dressed like it. They are dressed like it. What work was Dr. Hardy doing for you? Why don't you ask her? She won't tell me. And you think I would? Oh no, young man, this is something you have to see for yourself. I hate to spoil the surprise. Who is that tall man in black? The one with the white mask. Ah, I see you met the prince. You should consider yourself lucky. That thing is the prince? What the hell is he? I'm not inclined to spilling the secrets of the order to an outsider. Even if I were, very few acolytes are privy to the secrets known by the prince. Even the highest-ranking members know only slightly more than I. Okay, maybe you know the man in red. He dresses like you. Who? A completely bald man in a red robe. They're kind of like your red robes, but all torn up. Is he one of your people? I'm afraid I have no idea who you're talking about. All the acolytes of Chzo take very good care of their robes. Tell me about these blessed agonies. Why? Thinking of applying? Just tell me. I don't see why not. For an individual to be fully purified, all three aspects of themselves must experience blessed agony. Agony of the body, physical pain, beating, burning, and cutting. Agonies of the mind, boredom, fear, and insanity. An agony of the soul, which is more refined. It's about destroying someone or something that subject loves utterly, relies upon emotionally. You do all this to yourself again and again? Agony of the soul can only be experienced once. Apart from that, you're correct. This is insane. To you, maybe. But do you know the same peace as I? The same utter contentment that comes with the knowledge you are of absolute purity? I don't want to talk about this anymore. I got nothing more to say right now. Yep, these guys are crazy in the face. The entire face is crazy. So where did Sam get off to? Oh, there you are. Dr. Hardy? Yes, Mr. DeCabe, go ahead. How's it going with the security door? That was the only new one on that list. Not wonderfully. As far as you can see, the two security panels must both be deactivated. One calls for a key card, the other for a numerical passcode. I think I have one of those. After that, I think two locking mechanisms will be revealed, both of which will have to be activated simultaneously. What do you think? In the absence of the key card and the passcode, I may be able to force my way through, given the right tools. Then again, maybe we should find the key card and password lying around the complex. I think I found the key card. That's probably not the right key card. You know what? Let's go rummaging in this dude's office. It's right next to the brig, after all. I think it's this room. Yeah, that means office. It's a man sitting next to a desk. Let's mess with their computer. It's like Canning left some kind of environmental control program open. Psychoventilators. Mess with thermostat. Unlock level 1 security. That's the only thing on that computer that actually works, by the way. I have no use for a blank notepad. How about documents? Take that. I took your documents. Maybe that has something about codes on it. Thick stack of useless accounting reports. I'm not even sure why I picked it up. Except I love accounting. The staple may come in handy. I'll pry it out and throw the documents away. Oh no, I threw away evidence. It was showing that they were getting all their money from ophthalmology. I'm such a fool. Why'd I do that? Stupid, stupid. So we have to find a proper key card just laying around somewhere. Oh, that's where the Trilby died. I mean Trilby, not the Trilby. Not a Trilby, because that would be silly. It's this thing. Change camera. Nothing interesting there. No. What is that? I don't even want to know. View? Nothing there. That's office, isn't it? Review. Ah, there's man. It shows Canning working at his desk. There's something written on the notepad on the corner of the desk, but I can't quite make it out. Lens! I can make out the numbers on the notepad. 7759. Maybe that's the passcode for the blast door. Can we go through... Can we go through door? Security clock requiring high clearance. Nothing in the barrel of note. Nothing of the barrel of note. Well, that level 1 security allowed us to get into there and look at the cameras. That's what that level 1 security thing was all about. Still need to find a key card, though. Unless this is the key card and I just had to, like, respawn Sam to get it. Enhance! Yeah, we used our enhanced vision. I found the key card and the passcode. Okay, it was the key card then. Blessed be the barrel of note. You have? Considering your limitations, that's very impressive. Use them on the panels on either side of the security door. Why don't you do it? I'm worried about Janine. Why? She said she was too afraid to come out and help us. I agree, it's strange. Seemed to have a rather indomitable spunk when we were in the cell. All I could think of is this place is starting to get to her. Isolation and imprisonment could do strange things to a person. I think I understand. So we have to enter the keypad. He's half the man you are. 7759. Well, that's one wheel. That's kind of a two-hand job, though. And this is the access card. Excellent work, Mr. DeCabe. I wouldn't have thought a bureaucrat would be able to have a head on his shoulders. Oh, this! I hope that was a compliment. Now I think we need to turn both wheels simultaneously. Can you manage? It's no use. I need both hands free. I see. We're going to need another pair of hands. Leave it to me, I guess. I guess I'm an adventure protagonist now. Oh boy, do I love being an adventure protagonist. I'm going to use this staple and this lens and my cell phone to make a James Bond laser beam that cuts the tall person in half. And then I will save the day. And I will get all the ladies, like Janine. We need your help to open the hub. Oh, I didn't think I could. You have to, Janine. You're the only one who could help. We'll just get it open, then we can get out. I know, but what if I run into him? Look, there's no one else around. Canning's in the cell. His guard is dead. Dead? Aside from us three, nothing else is moving, I'm certain. Come on now, this is our ticket out. When do I get the main character powers of healing? That's when he reaches level 2 when accounting. Or, whatever the hell he is. Bureaucracy. Doesn't look like an elevator to me. I don't see anything. Wait here. I'll check it out. Surely she'll be perfectly fine. Do you trust her? Do you? I would if she gave me any reason to. I know what you mean. Right now she seems like our best hope of getting out of here. Even so, there's got to be a reason why he doesn't want us to know about her work. I'm not sure I could trust her to go in there alone. Hey, after you, man. Oh, look, she's fine. Dr. Huddy. Oh, look, she's not fine. Aren't you going to go say something? I can't think of anything. And then a shark dies. I'm going to die down here. Don't say that. We're not going to die. We just get back into the hub. You don't get it. He won't let us out. He won't let me out. You have to stop him. What are you talking about? I see you. I see what you are. You're the one who did this to me. I didn't do anything to you. Why won't you stop him? How many times do you have to kill him? Janine, you're not making any sense. You're mistaking me for someone else. Mr. the Cape? Yes? I'm sorry, Leave me alone! Something weird is happening with Janine. I wouldn't go out there if I were you. Night has fallen. The prince is on patrol. What about Janine? She's in no danger, at least not from him. Remain here until morning. Tell me who you are. Are you with the cults? My identity is meaningless. I am just an avatar. I have no allegiances, just the powers of fire, water, wind, and earth. It'll go badly for you if you don't get us out of here. It's going to be some serious police action after this, I promise you. I cannot do that. Why not? Because this is not how it goes. Oh, give me strength. You seem very confident that you will escape from this place. Of course I am. Why? Because if I wasn't, I'd go insane. Why resist? Screw you, whoever you are. Heckin' benders, as Cyrus said. Now you know why to never enter dark rooms without rupees. Get your heckin' throat slit. I don't know who you are, Dr. Hardy, or what you were hiding from me, but I know you did deserve this. As soon as we get out of here, I'll make sure you're buried properly. Buried properly, because I'm not paid very well in the government. What's happening? Janine? Can you hear me? Father, 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 father. What? Who the hell do you think you are? Oh God. Stop this. Stop what? You're the one pretending to be me. What? What? Thanks, monk. Day 3. July 26, 2189. Oh, my head. I don't remember falling asleep. Power word sleep. Before anyone tries to go inside it again. John was no longer the Trilby. Hold on. What? Welcome to day 3. Yahtzee had his own theory, which wouldn't be a theory because, you know, he wrote the game and all that. But he said the man in red might be just moving the timelines where they don't get killed by the tall man. And I kind of like that theory. What indeed? Maybe we could go in the room next door. Instead of, you know, searching all the other rooms in vain. I didn't play this game before. Can you tell me where I am? You're dead! I saw you die! Dead? Yes. I do remember being dead. But I don't remember you. This is a nicer Trilby than the others. Your guts were torn out. Your blood's still on the floor. Honestly? Huh. Perhaps it's best that I don't remember. So, where am I? This is impossible. Are you going to answer my questions anytime soon? You're a Trilby. Yes? Who are you? My name is Trilby. That much I know. Even the sole fact isn't sufficient, though. I get the feeling I've had, or have, other names in the past. Trilby the cat burglar? Cat burglar, yes, that was one of my names. You can't possibly be Trilby. Nevertheless, I'm certain that Trilby is my name. But Trilby died hundreds of years ago. And I already told you. I remember that I was dead. Your statement only further reinforces that claim. This doesn't make any sense. And yet here we are. How'd you come back to life? I don't know yet. You know that resurrection is completely impossible, right? I thought I knew it. Recent events are forcing me to reassess this, however. All I know is I was dead, and now I'm alive again. Yeah, Revivify kind of works like that. Maybe somebody did True Resurrection. The Grawly to end all Grawly. I created a Grawly that could bring me back to life. You don't remember working for the Order? Order? Order of Blessed Agonies. Agonies? I remember something. I get a name. John Defoe. He's important in some way. In fact, I spent many years researching him. I never heard of that name before. You don't remember why you were working for the Order? I'm afraid not. So what do you remember? Not much. A few flashes now and then, images and sounds, no dates and details attached. I remember John Defoe, as I said. From that name, a few other memories return. Standing on a hill, watching something burning in the distance. My hands covered with blood. Then a place that was two places at once. I'm lying on something hard. My stomach really hurts. Someone is talking to me. It's mostly a fog, up until the moment I woke up here. So you woke up here? Well, not right here. Just felt myself gravitate to this spot. It's like something important happened here. Yes! This is where you were killed. So you said, yes. I suppose that would explain it. Maybe you should look around where you woke up. What was your name again? DeCabe. Theodore DeCabe. You've been a great help, Mr. DeCabe. Excuse me, won't you? Well, Trilby's back on the case. But he doesn't know what the case is or why he's on it. John Defoe. You know who would know about John Defoe? Father. But also this father. I guess he's a father, or more like a choir boy. You, Canning. Back again. I'm prepared to negotiate your release. How utterly tiresome. Just answer my questions, without deviating from the subject. Without personal attacks or evasion or dogma. And promise to cooperate with us. You are just a wretched man. You can barely stand on your own legs. I have the ear of a king. Why is the main corridor changing? In what way is it changing? You know, turning into some kind of dungeon, I suppose. Filthy walls and floor. Blood splatters everywhere. Now, how would I know that? I've been stuck in here this whole time. So you say it changes before your very eyes. Are you hearing voices, too? Forget it. What's in the hub? Very little. Very little of anything corporeal, anyway. What does that mean? It means that the most standard scientific tests would indicate that the hub is largely empty. And what is in there has absolutely no purpose. But we, the followers of the true way, know different. This isn't helping at all. I didn't intend it to. We redecorate the hall for a special brigade. It's Halloween, you know. What's the purpose of this facility? Now, you know I'm not going to answer that. No, and I know why. Because you don't know, do you? You're just a patsy in this as much as we are. And now you're just wasting breath. So why have the Order abandoned you down here? My brethren have given me the responsibility as a gesture of recognition and respect. Something you, of course, would know nothing about. Dr. Hardy is dead. Reap what ye sow. Doesn't that bother you in the slightest? You and your whole insane order are accessory to murder. Your words are like the warbles of a sparrow. The Order of Blessed Agnes feels no mortal agency. We are under divine protection. What do you mean, protection? We are under the guiding hand of God, the King, Chzo. And when he enters this world... I don't even know why I'm talking to you. You're just a brainwashed lunatic. Your words are sounding hollow even to you, are they not? Your God seems to be alive again. So you think he rose from the grave? Thinking is something you need to do more of, boy. He doesn't remember working for you. Of course not. He never does. Were I not trapped in here, I would have been able to give him his usual instructions. How many times have you had to do that? Your questions bore me. Come back if you ever figure anything out. So I guess I don't know enough about John Defoe to ask him about John Defoe. What the hell? It says that Samantha's phone is still switched on. I'm almost certain we turned it off before laying her out. Call Sam. Who is this? 2 7 4 1. What? I can't. 2741, huh? It's kind of interesting. Janine. I like how the words kind of float while I'm still walking. I guess our goal is to get the hub open again, but let's look for some more clues. Maybe there's something changed. Yeah, that's definitely a change. What is that? It has like a little flask next to it. What is that? What do we have here? Most of the hard drive is scrubbed, only one file left. The Clan Broadwind Hotel incident took the soul of the Bridgekeeper from us, and delayed the coming of the king for hundreds of years. But at the same time, it brought the prince to us, with the solution already in hand. Prophecy in the books of Chzo demands that the guide assists in the creation of the bridge. Obviously, he could not do that if he was long dead from old age. The sample of blood provided by the prince was enough to ensure that the guide would exist for more than long enough to fulfill his destiny. That's why we have tubes and refrigeration units with vials of blood and plasma and tissues and lab tables. It's a hat factory, says Cyrus. Trilby. What is this? But this is where I woke up. I've never seen any technology like this. What year is it? 2189. Oh. I can't remember what year it was last time I checked. I'm pretty sure I lost a century or two somewhere along the way. Anything coming back? Nothing from this room. The more I think about the name John Defoe, there's something scrabbling at the back of my mind. I feel like I'm on the verge of rediscovering something terrible. Something that almost destroyed me. Listen, this complex is dangerous. I think there's something hunting us. It's already killed someone. We need to find a way out of here. And go where? All the answers I seek are here. I just have to find them. You could be killed. That didn't stop me last time, apparently. What you say is true, then you're the one should be worrying. I don't need help at a door yet, but I also see ominous book. Are they cloning someone? Oh, cloning is illegal. But yes, they're cloning someone. That someone is Trilby. This time, another came to the tree, and it was the prince's soul. And this other was of the faith, but blinded by pride, and he was the prideful acolyte. And the prideful acolyte threw down the guide, subjecting the guide to the blessed agony of the body. He called forth the prince, and the prince crossed over to the land of technology. And the prince was much displeased, for the prideful acolyte would in his arrogance interfere with the destiny of the guide. And he threw down the prideful acolytes. The prideful acolyte became the puppet, and knew the name of the king. That's Linkman. With great fear, the guide took up the soul of the Bridgekeeper. Immune to its influence, for the Bridgekeeper was also greatly fearful. And he hid the soul of the Bridgekeeper away to a place where it would meet its final destiny. And the prince and the puppet took their message to the Order of Blessed Agonies. So that was the end of Trilby's notes. There's someone in there. Skin as white as alabaster. Can't make out any other features. I don't think they have any. But yes, the entire point of this game, Trilby clones! They've cloned Trilby! Why? I guess we'll find out. I think the next important thing is we gotta open that hub again. Where Sam died. So, we got a Trilby. We could ask Trilby to help us. I wish there wasn't a canon reason for him being so slow. Can you help me open a door? Not right now. I wish to remain here until I remember something. How long will that take? How should I know? Alright, so we need to get Trilby. We gotta get Trilby on board. I think we need to get Janine on board. Even though we haven't seen the prince in a while. Janine. I need you to help get the hub open again. That's your strategy? It's our only way out. The reason behind this whole mess is in the hub. I could feel it. I'm being drawn to it. Sam was murdered when she went in there. I know. All the more reason to see what's important enough to kill for. You're insane, and you're on your own. Did you notice any changes in the main corridor? No, I don't. Honestly? Yes! You don't see it transforming. Becoming some kind of dungeon, brick walls, blood everywhere, dirt floor. What are you talking about? Isn't it always like that? Oh. That doesn't seem right. What if I find out for certain what's inside the hub? You'll help me get inside. If it was safe. It'd have to be really, really safe. Like a petting zoo or equivalent. And you'd still be going in on your own. Fine. Where are you? I'm in the sleeping quarters. Don't tell me to come out. I don't understand anything that's happening. I don't even remember how I got here. Please come out. No, I don't want to. Please, Janine. There's something out there. It's going to kill us both. You'll never escape from the complex. I don't care. I'd rather starve in here than die like Sam did. Why can't you leave me alone? Are you alright? Yes. No. No, I'm not alright. Sam is dead. I know, but Sam is dead and I think I'm going mad. Why do you say that? I remember Sam dying. I remember taking her to the medical bay. Then everything goes blank. I'm scared. Something happened to you last night. You were there? What'd I do? You were acting odd. You were talking to me like I was someone else. Oh God, I remember. I remember talking to you, but it wasn't me. It's like looking through the eye holes of a mask. And I knew that the thing I was makes me so sick. Talk to you later. So we need to bring her proof that the hub is safe. Maybe they got a camera in the hub. The restricted camera. The code 2741. Well, that seems okay. A wide circular chamber viewed from above. That must be the hub. From the look of it, nothing in it but the remains of some old building. Janine. I've seen what's inside the hub. You have? Can you show me? No, but I could describe it. You have to let me see it. Just come out of there and come to the security room. No! Find another way. Fine. Download current image. Onto cell phone. Here, we'll email it to you. I see it. There's nothing to be afraid of, see? Whatever killed Dr. Hardy is gone now. Yes, I see, but it's funny, but when I see this, I don't feel so afraid. I'm seeing a place where I could find peace at last. Will you help me get there? Sure, but, well, you'll have to come out of the sleeping quarters. Fine. I'll wait for you outside the hub. We have to get in there. Okay, Janine's attitude changed really fast. But that's one problem out of the way. Now we have to solve Trilby's problem, and maybe we know enough about John Defoe to ask Cultist Man. Cultist Canning. Cultist was his first name. Who is John Defoe? Ah, now we're getting somewhere. John Defoe is the bridge keeper. It is through him the king will enter our world. Where is he? He's all around us. Then again, He's also drifting off somewhere in deep space. Give me a straight answer, for God's sakes. There's no straight answer to your question. Why do you ask it anyway? Trilby told me the name. It's just about the only thing he remembers. Mere words will not fully restore lost memory. A picture does a better job. What picture? I'll tell you what. If you could figure out yourself what work Dr. Hardy was doing for us, I'll help you. I figured out what Dr. Hardy was doing. Do tell. She was a cryogeneticist. Trilby was frozen in time in the 21st century, and you were having her restore him to life. How do you explain his death and resurrection? You're entirely the wrong track. Okay, maybe she was not a scientist. I don't think she was a scientist at all. She was one of your cultists in disguise. Her job was to pretend to help us while secretly... Let me stop you there before you embarrass yourself. No. She's a pecking wizard. Oh, I chose the cultist one again. Let me get closer with this one. She was a genetic engineer. Oh, yes? She found a way to bring Trilby's corpse back to life. To keep him in a permanent state of youth. And to make him indestructible. So he regenerates any damage he sustains, like Wolverine. Well, what more can I say? Other than that, your hypothesis is utterly stupid. I'm not saying that word anymore. I refuse. And breaks nearly all known laws of physics. Try again. Oh, no. Trilby clones! I think she was a cloner. You have her creating multiple copies of Trilby. And when I saw him come back to life, it was just a different clone. Congratulations! Now for the more complex question. Why? Why would we need clones of this particular individual for? I don't know. You don't know anything about the Defoe Manor incident? Mother Pecker, you worship a pain elemental. You don't get to drop the law of physics line. Well, he is a he's like a religious zealot, so, you know, logic is not his strong suit. Here's my advice. A newborn often reacts positively to an image of its mother. That's all you can give me. That's all I intend to give you. I'm not your personal advisor, boy. A picture of his mother. We have Sam. We had Sam. Maybe I pull back the sheet. Oh, wait, that's not the emergency. That's not the hospital. The hospital's the other way. Maybe I pull back the sheet. I snap a picture of her twisted, mangled, slashed up corpse. Just cut her in the jugular. And show it to Trilby. I think the ID card she wore on her lab coat bore her picture, but if I could only retrieve it... Damn, it isn't here. Where'd it go? Janine? Do you have Dr. Hardy's ID card? I wanted to remember her in some way. Don't judge me. I'm not judging you. Can I borrow it? Sure. I can't exactly give it to you over the airwaves. Want to meet up? Alright, we need the card from Hardy. We take the card from Hardy, we show it to Trilby, and Trilby's like, sure, I'll do whatever you want now. Thank you. You know what? I should just go this way. Some playtesters are questioning that the fact that you leave the right side of the screen and you end up on the left side, over on this side, instead of over here. That's because that's the inside of the circle. All those rooms are on the inside. Or, that's the outside, sorry. This is the inside. So perspective flipped. Give me card. You're really gonna make me walk over there for it? You're evil. It's like one big circle. Hands the door. Put your hand in the door. I promise it won't shut on you. Here you go, Trilby. Take a look at this picture. Who is this? Samantha Hardy? Do you know her? Haughty. Maybe there's something about her face. Can I meet her? She's dead. Haughty dead. Oh, Jesus! It wasn't me! I used my hands, but it wasn't me! What? I'm so sorry, Philip. You didn't deserve. Why are you doing this to us? Calm down. You're freaking out. I apologize. Some memories returned with a suddenness that caught me off guard. Nothing that answers why I'm in the facility, however. Listen, I need your help. There's a door that leads two people to open it. I think that behind it we could both find the answers we seek. Seems as good a place to start as any. Please lead the way. I got a Trilby. I'm back, Janine. Good, let's... Stay away from me! No! What on earth is the matter? It's him! Oh God! I'm so frightened! Wait a second. Trilby's the one you're scared of, not the Cabadath man? What? Who else was it be, for God's sake? Ma'am, I don't even know who you are. Why are you so afraid of him? What do you think he'll do to you? I don't know. I don't know why I'm so scared. Just look at him and I feel like I'm going to faint. Janine, listen to me. He's not with the Order anymore. He lost his memories. He won't hurt us. I promise. Multiple bodies disorder. Once it's open, we'll be able to get into the hub. Yes, the hub. Okay. Let's get these wheels turned. Could you stand between me and him? Sure. Janine, is it the time of the month? The time of the month where all women are scared of Trilby? Why isn't it working? It worked last time. Maybe the fuse is blown. You gotta fix it. Oh boy, fuse puzzles. Please, I have to get in there. I'll take care of it. Well, we found a fuse box. It's in the security room. I think this is security. Good old-fashioned adventure game fix the fuse box puzzle. And we have a staple to do it. That'll complete the circuit. And then they stared at the wall. Yes. Yes, send the injured man, sure. Yeah, oh, she already went in. Where's Janine? She went on ahead. I tried to stop her, but she just ignored me. Come on. More Trilbies! What is this? Who are you? We are doormen. Our task is to stand here always. Did a woman pass through here? Yes. Why didn't you stop her? Our task is only to stand here, not to monitor who goes in or out. Trilbies! Are these clones? What? Are these clones of me? Yeah, I think so. Am I a clone? Yes. Ah. I consider that one of the likelier possibilities. Explains pretty much everything. It also assassinates my character and makes me have no value. Are we going in? I'm scared. You don't know what to expect? I've seen what's in there on the security camera. It's a bunch of ancient ruins. And I don't know. It's like what Janine talked about, a completely irrational fear. Janine may be in danger. I know! Okay, let's do this. I want their job, even better than grocery security guy. You know, like the greeters, they just stand there. They don't monitor who goes in or out. Mr. DeCabe! Janine? What's going on? Where am I? Theo? What, are we on the hub? I think so. This isn't the ruin I saw. I know this place. John Defoe. This is where he lives. How do you know? This is where I destroyed him. Well, I thought I destroyed him. Well, I tied a spear to his bones and set him ablaze. But that was just a movie. No, it... Look out! Oh, Choby's dead. Again. What the hell was that? What's happening to the walls? Hi, John! What? Okay, we're out. We're safe. Do you understand, Theodore DeCabe? No! No, I don't understand. I don't understand why I'm being put through this nightmare. I don't understand the things I'm seeing. I don't understand why you can't give me a simple straight answer. If straight answers are what we require, I will accommodate you. The house you saw is called Defoe Manor. It does not, however, physically exist. It's a construct of John Defoe's mind. A manifestation. What the hell is it here? When John Defoe died, his mind and body went into this house. When Trilby burnt it down 200 years ago, he assumed that both were destroyed. But the infection of Defoe's mind clung to the ruins and the very land on which it stood, even while his body burned away. The Order of Blessed Agonies built this facility around it. Measures had to be taken, however, to ensure that the infection would not spread. What measures? Let me reiterate what the cultist asked you. Why was Samantha Harty employed to clone Trilby, of all people, multiple times? I haven't got a clue. Clues you have had plenty of. Think, DeCabe, why Trilby? It's a running gag at this point, Trilby dying. Yes. The best way to find out if you're a clone, check for a belly button. Maybe they have to check for their Trilby hat. If it's not on their head, maybe they're the real Trilby. Because maybe they have to mass produce those too, huh? Trilby is guards for the complex. Guards can be hired from any street corner. For far less money than human cloning project would cost. Why was Trilby needed specifically? He's important to the Order. He's the guide. Prophecy does not shape the future. It merely offers a window into it. There's a more practical reason. Trilby knows more about John Defoe. The Order's current leader knows far more about Defoe's nature than Trilby ever did. Besides, if it was just about knowledge, why clone him so many times? I feel like you're coming close to the truth, though. John Defoe was scared of Trilby. Why do you say that? Back there, in the manor. As soon as Trilby was removed, everything started going berserk. Indeed. For a wraith, being crammed back inside of your rotting bones is a traumatic and painful experience. When he's shot down and set alight, unable to die, to feel the constant agony of the body and mind reduced to ash. Until then, Defoe feared only his father, Afterwards, Trilby was, in his mind, the embodiment of pain, and his mere presence acts like a ward against the foe. Trilby was, from then on, utterly immune to Defoe's corrosive influence, although he never realized it. And only a constant presence of Trilby throughout the complex could the evil of Defoe's mind be restrained within the hub. But the tall thin man, the one with the coat, he's the head of the order, right? Correct. Why does he keep killing the Trilbys? That I do not know. But I do know the more of them that die, the further Defoe bleeds into the surrounding complex. You may not have long. What will happen? Defoe is a creature of monstrous violence. Samantha Hardy's fate, I fear, was only the beginning. Oh God, is Janine alright? Perhaps you should find out. Janine! I think, and this is just throwing that out there, I think the prince, him, is kind of rebelling against Chzo for some reason. Janine, open the door. Janine, please. Please open the door. Like, he could have killed him instantly by now. Why is he toying with the fellow? Open the damn door! I'm sorry, Theo. I know. I'm just so scared. Oh, by the way, this is going to be a terrible scene coming up, so I've got to brace for that, because it's kind of terrible and stupid. I don't care what Yahtzee was thinking. It was really dumb. Next time I knew I was in that room in front of you. I'm scared out of my mind because there's something. Something's trying to take me over. Look at me, okay? Nothing's going to take you over. I'm not going to let that happen. I can feel it all around me. Watching. Whispering in my ear all the time. Janine, just hold me. Ah, that feels nice. Oh my! Something tells me not to. Oh my! I ignore it. Something tells me I'm taking advantage. Oh my! I ignore it. Something tells me to stop when it starts to hurt. It hurts. Oh my. I ignore it. Evil raging outside our door, we comfort each other. Ow, my broken bones, my broken neck, my cracked skull, that was a booby shot. But Nookie, by the 6th day we both be dead. Is this really the time? They got 3 days to live. Or 2 days, actually. This is 27, 2189. Yep, I got some. What is it now? Why not, right? Shoot me. Let me show you what I did to Janine. No! What was that, the Windows startup noise? What was that? Janine? Janine, was this as good for you as it was for me? Janine? Are you taking the morning after peel? I think that was. Janine is nowhere to be found. You know what? Let's check in on our good friend, Mr. Evil Guy. Canning? Uh-oh. Oh, that was real. It's getting blood. I know it is, somehow. It's splattered all over the cell. Nope, he got defoed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Janine! Hold on a second. What? Janine, let's talk about this. Let's talk this over. Oh. Something is not letting the cape die. Also, what's going on in there? There's something glowing behind the door. It pulses in time with the pain in my head. We need something before we go in there. Like tranquilizers, because the place is going crazy. Hi, John! Well, would that be, what is the female version of John? Josephine? No, that's Joseph. Oh, Janine, yeah! That's new. That's different. Hi, Janine! Bye, Janine! For some reason, the AI right there glitches out when you're going towards the store. I'm not quite sure why, but it's funny. Pickaxe. When I touch it, pins and needles run up my arm. When I pick it up, it doesn't seem to have any weight at all. Jane? Probably Jane, too. There is John and Jane Doe. So she's Jane Defoe. You know what? Do me, Janine. Do me one more time. Thank you. Ah, it was better the second time. Joke's on her. I'm into that. Open spooky door. Open the spooky door. I said open the spooky door. Thank you. It's the kitchen. But it's really colorful. Oh, hi, Janine. Take a look at this hole I made. Oh, no! Janine! I think it's a mercy thing, or John rolled low on his perception. Oh, hell, there's no mercy now. By the way, Yahtzee said that Janine died because not from the stabbing from Cabadeth. It's when she got pulled into the wall and it went back to normal and it crushed her in the wall. Terrible way to go. Also, February 3rd, 2886 or something. 2486. This, of course, is our resident celebrity. The Mephistopheles killer? Yes, you remember it was all over the news. Last year, the EFS Mephistopheles was relaunched with a skeleton crew of 6. The appointed ship's counselor was Dr. Jonathan Somerset, and he reported for duty punctually and on schedule. Unfortunately, shortly after the launch, we discovered the real Jonathan Somerset was dead. Cask of the Amontillado, yes. Pushed down the flight of stairs, presumably by the imposter who had taken his place. Off-world security was dispatched to intercept the Mephistopheles. Its last recorded communication was an SOS distress call to they called Saul. When off-world security arrived, the man had slaughtered the entire crew. The canon ending is canon. His name is Malcolm Somerset, the only son of Dr. Jonathan Somerset. A student of psychology at Ganymede University, wanted to follow in his father's footsteps. But he failed the final examination and dropped out. He really specified the exact mechanics of her death? Yeah, it was in the commentary. Why did he kill the Mephistopheles crew? That's partly why he remains under psychiatric study. It's a complete mystery. His profile is completely inconsistent with a spree killer. The best theory we have is he found out and killed in desperation. That doesn't explain the demented creativity, the sheer bloodthirsty relish in which his crewmates were slaughtered. One man was impaled, the other was blinded. The first officer had her head twisted right around. Dear God. And there's more! No. Many of the corpses were dismembered and stitched randomly into Frankenstein-like monstrosities. Certainly not the actions of a man simply trying to cover up for a far less serious crime, but let's leave him for the moment and move on. We can... and... So we are now Malcolm Somerset. We're in a cell. In the crazy wagon. It's the only thing to look at in here. There's a hatch built into it, moving food and small items in the cell. This will make somebody crazy. This is all you have to do all day long. Until you get, like, therapy or something. And then you go back here. Imagine. You know all this, of course. It's in the folder. Let's just chat about it. You! I'm beginning to think you'd gone forever. This shall be our last meeting. You'll get me out of here, right? You owe me at least that. What makes you think I owe you anything? You're the one that made me kill my father. I only encouraged you to do something you already intended. You promised me I wouldn't get caught. You wouldn't have been caught had the Mephistopheles left that locker alone. You knew about that? Did you know about John Defoe? Was it also part of some plan? I did not scheme it. I didn't know it would come to pass. All I did was encourage events to take place as I was singing. You know, they think I did it. The senseless murder. I've been locked up in here for 6 months. I don't care about you or any of your bullshit. Just get me out of here, and you'll never hear from me again, I swear. I very much doubt that. But rest assured, I am here to release you. Thank you. What do I have to do? Just use the key and leave by the door. What? Maybe you haven't noticed, but the lock is on the outside. Besides, the guards outside will... I'm not talking about that door. What are you talking about? What door? What key? Imagine surviving a crazy killer ghost only to be blamed for what happened to the rest of the crew. Oh. Oh, thanks, thanks protagonist from the third countdown game. Thank you. In the countdown games, the third one, you play as the guy that delivers this. Someone sent me a parcel with no return address. It's bread! Oh, it's the hyper-realistic bread from Yakuza. It contains some kind of oddly shaped knife. By the feel of it, it's old enough to be an antique. It's a keyblade. It's like some kind of ancient knife, but with teeth on the end, like a key. Use key on door. I don't think so. Wall? Use key on wall. Different door. I don't think so. The 4K bread. The 4K key. 4 key bread. Pick nose. Okay, that's weird. Behind the pads, there's a door made out of flesh. Use key on meat door? Welcome to Clownland! Clownland! It sounds like clown music. If you're ever into Silly Hut, use key on the flesh door. Every room's got one. That's how you know you're sane again. Don't mind that, that's just raspberry jam. It was toast night. Ta! Take that, John Defoe! You have just been masted. Ah yes, sane. Perfectly normal sane. By the way, he had to like zoom out the sprite because the room, the proportions would be all weird if he didn't zoom out the sprite, but you can see there's like blood or raspberry jam and he's losing some of his hair. Ha! Take that! Wait, what? What? I don't remember killing John Defoe there. I don't remember killing John Defoe there. That was Serena's station. I'd say the engine has been improved. Well, it is using the Trilby's Note one. Take that, John Defoe! And other John Defoe! You're noticing a pattern here, right? You're noticing a pattern. Hey, John Defoe, I got a magic trick for you. Got your eyes, got your spleen. Malcolm is the man in red. He's the monk. He got so many levels from killing the crew. Oh, what the hell is this? Looks like the corpse of an old man with the remnants of a suit tied up with strands of muscle and skin. An extremely deep pit opening out to the abyss of total blackness. So I'll tell you right now that Yahtzee did all of this with MS Paint. He is way better at it than I am. Where I come from, flanking people is considered rude. You're alive? Of course. Chzo won't let me die. Who are you? You ask a complex question. The name by which I know myself is Trilby, but I strongly suspect I'm not the original. I'm probably a clone, given over to Chzo as a plaything. Or perhaps that is my arrogance talking. Perhaps I simply cannot bear the thought that the real me would end up in prison like this. Why is Trilby in a meat palace? What is this place? I knew you'd ask that. As no one who knew what this place was would ever come here voluntarily, you're inside the body of Chzo. Ew. We're in the pain elemental. How did I get here? Last I knew, I was in an asylum. On Earth? The universe of technology? Then I can't explain it. There's no possible way to get it there from here. Not corporeally, anyway. Who's Chzo? A more appropriate question will be, what is Chzo? Or even, where is Chzo? Since he seems he's a place as well as a fiend. But to answer you, Chzo is a pain elemental. Once there was many of their kind in universe of magic, small, largely harmless creatures that fed on petty anguishes of others. But over time, they became more and more reliant on magic, until the usual physical bodies were all but completely vestigial. They fought for more power by killing and absorbing each other. Chzo is the very last of his kind. A bloated mountain of gristle whose very essence crackles with residual magic. And now nothing but the most hellish torments will sate his hunger. He's the closest thing to a god of pain. Are we in the butt or the stomach? Yes! The answer is yes. He did a bleach. You're the one who sent the idol into space. Possibly. Currently I have memories of doing so. You must be the man who found him. How could you know that? After the hotel, Trilby spent many years researching Chzo. He requested a vision of the idol's future from the Ministry of Occultism. He was well respected by them, and his request is granted. Whether I am the original or not, I do not possess memories of that vision. I saw you. I saw what Defoe did to you. I saw what you became. I realized I'd seen you before somewhere, but never mind. You want to redeem yourself, don't you? More than anything. Then all you have to do is follow my instructions. So, yeah, John Defoe possessed Malcolm, and he killed the crew in Defoe's stead, like what was going on in 5 Days a Stranger. Actually, I was going to try and save, but no. What do you want me to do? And don't pretend you're a stranger to killing. You have Furhorn's blade. It is infused with Chzo's magic. The only thing that could release me is Reese's hold on me. I want you to drive it into my heart. The nature of the blade will infuse you with energy. Call it my soul, my life force. You don't have a proper name for it. I want you to give it to the one who needs it. Who? You'll find him nearby. He isn't physically here, but Chzo is observing him, and so he manifests. My life force will still save him, wherever his actual body is. I'm not gonna kill you, I'm gonna bust you out of here. No! Even if you could, I have no place to go. To the pain elemental, time is non-linear. It sees the past, present, and future all at once. If I were to leave this place, I would end up in any moment of time. Or every moment. Or no moment at all. It's the reason why you and I are able to interact like this. Despite, from my perspective, being in the 21st century. And you in the 24th. Now kill me before I kill you! Wait here. Wait, what did he say after I said wait here? Don't leave me. Trilby, this is very un-Trilby of you. I'm gonna have to stab you now with this knife. I'm sorry. None of it was your fault. Remember that. Dead. Receive soul. Oh hey, another Trilby! That's certainly not clone Trilby. It's another Trilby. He looks so much younger and healthier if it wasn't for that stab wound. That's not his heart, Malcolm. Yeah, that didn't go in the heart. I have your spleen energy. Ah, it's got a little Trilby hat. Look at it. It's Trilby's soul. I can feel it crawling around inside me, looking for a way out. In the dick. I give you his dick energy. Oh, so you felt that, did you? I think I should get out of here. So that's why the red man appears to Trilby in Trilby's notes. He was giving him some soul energy. Who are you? Leaving. Just leaving. Goodbye. Yep, I'd say he's dead. Damn it. We're gonna catch hell for this, aren't we? Why did he have to cut his own throat out? Couldn't he have just hung himself in his pajamas like most of them do? It's like he knew he would have to clean up the mess. Personally, I'm more worried about how he got a hold of a knife. You and I both know if a freak really wants to kill himself, there's very little we can do to stop him. He honestly say he didn't deserve it. I got a little brother just joined the Navy Medical Corps. Same age as that poor doctor on the Mephistopheles was. I can assure you right now, that's not how Dr. Laszlo will see it. Come on, then. Let's fetch a bounty bag. So, that the meat on the throat was his neck. The meat in the door. I am free. Free of that place. Free of physical form. Neat way to tie it all together. An Gordian knot. Ebb and flow of time flutters against what passes from my body. Caressing me like a lover. Oh my. When I was a man, I was Destiny's prisoner. Now I will be her servant. There are men and women who must be guided. I will be the caretaker. Day 6. It's the day of the sacrifice. The 28th. 2189. 287 is back once again. Hello. You could not have saved her, DeCabe. There's still time to save yourself. What happened to her? Her weakened defenses allowed John Defoe to crush her personality. In loving her, you tainted her. Tainted? What's that supposed to mean? I mean you got her by the taint. As the past affects the future, so does the future affect the past. And your future, DeCabe, is a dark one indeed. So dark that its influence travels backwards through your lifetime, leaving an eternal blemish on your soul that worsens as your fate draws near. Shut up! Why can't you ever give me a simple, straight answer? Why won't you help me get out of here? We'll find a way out in the basement of Defoe Manor. What? If you wish to escape, go there. You expect me to go down into that madhouse? What about John Defoe? Enough clones of Trilby remain to provide an escort. They will buy you the time you need to break through Defoe's defenses. You must combat the corrosive influence of his mind on equal footing. Know him, become him, defeat him. We shall not meet again. I wish you luck. Wait! Will you at least tell me who you are? Once I was a man. John Defoe destroyed all I had. But a gift gave me the power to see the destiny of all mankind, while simultaneously enslaving me to it. You and I, DeCabe, are pawns in a game too vast and complex to understand. But a pawn that crosses the board becomes a king. No, don't. A queen. Or at the very least, a prince. A prince? Also, this has been sitting here like this whole time. With no purpose. Take document. Talk document. Freyhorn's blade is one of the Order's most sacred relics. It's said to be used in the 18th century prophet Jack Freyhorn himself to deliver the 12 sacrifices that enabled him to write the books of Chzo. That was also in one of the countdown games. I think you played as Freyhorn and you killed people with the knife. When a person dies, their body, mind, and soul separate and drift apart. An individual killed by Freyhorn's blade, however, separates differently. They leave their body behind, while mind and soul remain together. This results in a non-corporeal spirit of unusual ability, capable of strong manifestations, but they remain forever under the command of those who wielded the blade. An individual can exploit a loophole in these rules by killing themselves with Freyhorn's blade, which would theoretically transform them into an immensely powerful spirit, a magic-infused force of pure will. That's Malcolm. He became a level 20 monk by stabbing himself with the blade. None, however, have chanced this. Except one. Loopholes! Yay! Even magic has them. I'm a bureaucrat. I know all about loopholes. I would have fixed that up in a hurry. Anyway. It's all spooky scary in here now. So, the only place to go is back into the hub. Fucking shortcut. Pecking shortcuts will get you every time. They'll summon Chzo, or it'll summon the man in red, and you'll become ultra powerful. Will you three come into me with the hub? Come into me at the hub? What were you saying? I don't know if we're into that. How many of there are you? I don't know how to speak anymore. Benny was full. Another comes here. So if you die, I could come back here and there'll be more of you. Until there are no more. Personally, I'm in no hurry to die. Come on. You will be my meat shields. Literally, I have a Trilby meat shield. They are my lives. Because of that. The prince is gonna kill them every time I go into a room. But I need the pieces of John Defoe. His stuff. I need his things. And we can replenish Trilbies at the door. There we go. I know what to call this save. Clownland. No. Trilbies on parade. It's a parade of death at the Trilby house. You might be wondering why the prince is just like murdering Trilbies. Even though he's clearly not following Chzo's orders to the letter anymore. Like, why didn't he kill DeCabe when he had the chance? Also, a lot of the other rooms are empty. I'm going into the rooms that have stuff in them. It's because the prince is pretending that he's still a Chzo ally. So he's just killing the infinite Trilbies that I have. That are protecting me from John Defoe. There's something going on here that the prince knows about, and he does not want to. He does not want to. Even he has a sense of self-preservation. I had to replenish Trilbies, because you saw how freaky it gets when there's no more Trilby. I'll show you what happens once we get the welding mask. If you have 0 Trilby and you enter a room that's not the front door. Darn prince, stop snapping my Trilbies! The sound of breathing, that's Yahtzee. That's Yahtzee's breath, but it's slowed down. He slowed it down. Can you, like, go down the stairs now? Thank you. Okay. I don't want you going anywhere, because I want to waste... I want to waste you. I'll save on Trilbies on parade. It's a reverse escort mission, yes. Hi, John! Again, Chzo refuses to let this guy die. You just get taken outside the hub. Yahtzee having night sweats or something? Oh, you got the meat sweats. Too many burgers, I had the meat sweats. I got the itis. Too many ribs, I got the itis. That reminds me, I have to finish that game before Halloween. Before Halloween's over. That Super Space Funeral 4. The awful Bubsy. Awful Bubsy. The Hall. I have the John Defoe outfit. Sorry, Trilby, this is where you die. Goodbye. I am the welder. Father, it hurts. Should've... Father, killed you. Demon, demon, demon child. It hurts. Father. Child, I saved him. Father. I brought him back. No, child. It hurts. Demon. Those are kind of randomly generated, but they're kind of just the same from here. Oh, these are random. Floating man. What now? Go to space. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. The prince. Floating man. The prince. The floating man. Janine. The floating man. The new prince. The new prince? Halloween is next Monday, if I recall. Tuesday. You're the last one? I think so. The others went into the house. They never came out. Does that mean anything to you? Does that spark any memories? I think the others were killed. When I think that, the images start to flash before my eyes. The foam manor being here feels wrong. I think it's supposed to have been destroyed. In what way destroyed? Fire. It's supposed to have burnt down. Perhaps you should address this inconsistency. Yes. How? I could show you where to get some petrol. What are you planning, Red Man? Where are we? Can't see anything, especially not through this smoked visor. It hurts. It hurts. There's not much I can say about it. Mother's always said I had the hands of a pianist. Well, there's our journal if you ever wanted to look at these stuff. I feel disconnected, like I'm looking down on myself from the outside. What's happening? What if we reach into the darkness? It's moving. The hand! 7 Days a Skeptic! It's not really happening. Prince, what were you doing? What were you doing, Prince? What the Prince doing? There's some kind of document laying on top of it. I'll add it to my journal. Children of the King, rejoice, for the time is finally at hand. Our patience these last few centuries will finally be rewarded. 200 years ago, the body of the Bridgekeeper was destroyed. 200 years from now, the soul of the Bridgekeeper will meet the same fate. These are known as bridge events. The significance was so great they sent ripples of weakness through the timeline itself, echoing off into both the past and the future. On the 28th of July, 2189, the ripples from the past will collide with the ripples from the future, creating an area of extreme weakness between the realms. The third bridge event, the destruction of the mind, occurs at this point. The force of the explosion will penetrate that area of weakness and form the bridge between the realms. Over this bridge, the king, Chzo, will come. He has come to save us and all the men of technology from sin. We must, however, be alive to enjoy this new age of perfect purity. So it is important that the complex and the optimology building be evacuated at least 1 week prior to the bridge event. It's today. What's in the box? Oh no. It's a bomb! That's another nano-explosive here to atomize the county. But that's no good, I'm leaving. Get out of the county while you can. Faster! He's not leaving. Look. There's a time detonator hooked up to a huge pile of super dense nano-explosive. I read about this stuff. Like a nuclear blast without the radiation, all it needs is a little heat to set it off. How do you know so much about, like, super complex bombs when you're a bureaucrat? Nothing for it, I gotta try and disarm it. Wait a second. The bomb's already been defused. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah, we're safe. The prince saved us. Why? Shit! What is that? What's the sound? Oh no, Trilby! Trilby, no! No. No! Oh, that's bad. Duck and cover! How the hell does the prince know how to defuse a bomb? He's magic. Don't worry, Defoe will be... the Cape will be fine. He'll be fine. He's okay. 6 days later. You're not going to give us a date? No? No, we got to do the math ourselves, huh? You are watching UCBC News. Investigation continues into the circumstances that resulted in a nano-explosive detonation in the county of Buckinghamshire 60 days ago. The blast completely demolished the Optimology building, which had been purposely evacuated beforehand, and several lead ophthalmologists are held for questioning. Haha, you're going to jail. Although the detonation had not been found to have caused any loss of life, 2 individuals last seen in the area have been reported missing. And environmentalists are already calling it the biggest ecological disaster in the entire history of the country. I thought they said no radiation. Granted, you did blow a big hole in the ground. So, you know. As an avatar of destiny, I cannot judge. I cannot afford to question events, only encourage them to take place as history demands. And yet, I wonder why the Order of Blessed Agonies expected Chzo to enter this universe. After all, a creature so dependent on magic couldn't possibly survive in a world where there is none. All the prophecies were wrong. Frahorn, the Order, the Tall Man himself, all deliberately misled by the pain elemental. But why? For what purpose was the bridge really constructed? It was open for mere seconds. Nothing came through the ethereal realm. So did Chzo's plan simply fail? Or was his intention not to send, but to receive? None of this matters. I led the cave to the destiny demanded to him by the timeline. Now, I must wait. 2 centuries from now, my younger self will require my guidance. The eternal cycle must be set in motion again. Meow. And while I do not judge, and feel no regrets, I find that I do not relish this task. Goodbye, monk. In the 18th century, the prophet Jack Freehorn put to paper the 3 books of Chzo, the blood of the 12 sacrifices still fresh on his hands. The Book of the Prince, the Book of Victims, and the Book of the Bridge. This is a central tenet of the faith of the Order of Blessed Agonies. While what is not known, not even by the highest acolytes, and likely not even the prince himself, is that there was a 4th book. It seemed to contradict the other prophecies, and Frahorn discarded the draft, thinking it's a garbled message. This was the book of the new prince. Here is what it said. Hi, Cabadath! Check it out, it's the Cabe. He's really hurting. On the day of the bridge, the prince returned to the court of the king and bowed low before the presence. And the king was gratefully wrathful. He said to the prince, "Why have you returned, O prince? You who would betray his king, who would defy his own flesh?" And with those words, the king threw down the prince and stripped away his vestments. And the prince once again became the arrogant man. "Chzo does not like your betrayals." And the arrogant man said, "I wanted only to please you, my king. I know you schemed to replace me. If I betrayed you, it was only to remain your prince." And the king replied, "I have not forgotten that you are the arrogant man, and still your arrogance blinds you. Who are you to question my plans, you little man of linear time? Who are you to believe he knows what is best for I, I who has drunk down the agonies of 1,000,000 men. I who has seen the edge of forever. You are not my prince, O arrogant man. You were never truly of my flesh. The Cabe. The Cabe's the new prince. And the king took the vestments of the prince and gave them to the man of purity. And the man of purity became the new prince. And the arrogant man wept aloud. Why have you betrayed me, my king? What have I done that would earn this wrath? Came the reply. Long ago, you were offered the chance to fulfill the role of the bridge, as a being of both magic and technology. You could have proven your commitment to your king. You could have chosen your successor. But in your arrogance, you resisted, and created the child to become the bridge in your stead. And after you learned the true purpose of the bridge, you had the audacity to subvert my will. Weakly, you sought to avert your destiny and the destinies of others. But rejoice, arrogant man, for I have provided another opportunity to fight your fate. Simply defeat your successor and return to my side. Go get him, Cabadath! The new prince faced the arrogant man. Well, that sucked. And the new prince threw down the arrogant man. My king. That spooky bandage man. He leveled up. He tranced. That's really where Yahtzee got the idea. Like, he took his bandages and he tranced them out like Final Fantasy IX. Now he is the new one. The guide. Hi, Trilby. It hurts. It hurts. I'm sure it does. Take his place. Let me give you a hand. There you go. You can keep that one. I have your weapon too. I like it. And the arrogant man knew the name of the king. Book of a New Prince. And that was 6 Days of Sacrifice. In regular Lovecraftian style, you don't feel like you exactly won against the evil Cthulhu man, the evil Cthulhu being. You just kind of delayed the inevitable. And that was the end of the Chzo mythos. Original soundtrack by Mark Lovegrove. He also did Trilby, The Art of Theft music. The engine by Chris Jones. It's the arrogant meow. Web hosting by these folks and things. You can see scenes from all the other games now. There's Trilby as John Defoe, killing Philip. There's Barry. There were going to be more, but Tester's here, but I didn't have time. Oh, come on, Yahtzee! Trilby clones! Trilby's notes! There's John Defoe chasing Theo. Oh no, wait, that's Malcolm. The boom. The melt. The soul. Wait, that feels like a bad ending to the story. That's kind of how Lovecraft's things work, yeah. Yeah, they feel like bad endings because Lovecraft didn't want people to win against a big evil unknowable thing. And that was the Chzo mythos. Halloween is officially over. We had the Chzo mythos. It was pretty cool. I liked it. I wanted to do it for Halloween for a while now, and since I'm streaming now, I was like, you know what? That's an good excuse as any. Since I did Trilby, The Art of Theft many years ago. I think that was 2017 or so. But what about Trilby's essence? And we gave it back to him. We gave back his life energy when he was dying in Trilby's notes. That's when he was able to get up, and Siobhan was there. When we died, and when we undied. I do have one last thing. It's not Chzo related in any way. It's not Chzo related in any way. But I have to go find it. I kind of sort of got permission to do this. And since it's the last Halloween stream I'm going to be doing, this would be a good time to put it up there. There's only a circle of Trilby. Ain't that the truth? Hold on. Because I need to change the volume of it a little bit. What about Trilby's cat? I don't think Trilby ever had a cat. Alright, here you go.
Sneaking to the boneyard late on Halloween. Strip down to your underwear, though that might sound obscene. Slip out of your skin suit and rattle in your bones. And if you do the skeleton dance, you won't be alone. I won't fib you like my dance moves. To be your partner, make me swoon. Spine on your body as you bump and groove to the clavicle chord. Some might find it humorous. Stirring them up can be dangerous. We are undead serious when we do the skeleton dance. We are undead serious doing the skeleton dance. While you're in the boneyard late on Halloween, play your ribs like a xylophone, that would be a scream. Grisly ghouls from every crypt and every single tomb get up from their graves to get down to this tune. I won't fib you like my dance moves. To be your partner, make me swoon. Spine on your body as you bump and groove to the clavicle chord. Some might find it humorous. Stirring them up can be dangerous. We are undead serious when we do the skeleton dance. We are undead serious doing the skeleton dance. Which of you ghouls gonna take a chance? You! Do the skeleton dance. Dump it to the middle there, undead Elvis. Snake that spine and shake that pelvis. Grab a bat. Dig your grave and tip your hat. Now throw your hands above your head. Be the king of pop when he raised the dead. Zombie to the left, zombie to the right. Fill their dreams to the brim with fright. Now stomp around like Frankenstein to the music of the night. You rolled the bones and you took a chance, and now you've done the skeleton dance. Sneak out of the boneyard late on Halloween. Don't forget your underwear, that would be obscene. If you're sad it's over, there's no need to fear. We'll meet you here on Halloween every single year. I won't fib you like my dance moves. To be your partner, make me swoon. Spine on your body as you bump and groove to the clavicle chord. Some might find it humorous, stirring them up can be dangerous. We are undead serious when we do the skeleton dance. We are undead serious doing the skeleton dance. When we do the skeleton dance.
Okay, now you're going to have to give us a 4d10 sanity roll. That's how much damage you're going to take. That was from Voltaire. He released that a couple days ago, and when I commented on his video, I said I'm going to use this at the end of my last Halloween stream, and he hit the love button, and I take that as permission that I could have used his song at the end of this stream. Yeah, Voltaire's a cool guy. He has some funky music. He has some funky music. Sounds like a Scooby-Doo movie. He also did, what was it? When You're Evil, that song. And he did this song in Billy and Mandy about the meteorite that sings about brains. That's him. So he's a pretty good song artist. I appreciate him for making us do the skeleton dance. He hit that love bucket. So I hope you have a very spooky Halloween. Get out into that graveyard. Ha! 9 damage, says Lucky Star. Wow, you got lucky. Or maybe you didn't have a lot of sanity to begin with. Also shows up in Arctic's entertainment games a lot. If it's the same guy. Yeah, it's the same guy. It's the same guy. So get on out there to the graveyard, take your skin off, and do the skeleton dance. Good night, everybody. I just read my button that says stop streaming, and I thought it said stop screaming.